Imagine creating something worth over $1 trillion, then disappearing without a trace, leaving behind a fortune of $60 billion that has never been touched. This isn't fiction. This is the mystery of Satoshi Nakamoto, the ghost who created Bitcoin and vanished into digital thin air. Welcome back to Mysteries of Time, where we explore the enigmas that have shaped our world. I'm your host, and today we're diving into one of the greatest financial mysteries of the 21st century. Who is Satoshi Nakamoto? And why did the creator of the world's most valuable cryptocurrency abandon a fortune that would make them one of the richest people alive? Our story begins in 2008, during the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression. Banks were failing, governments were printing money, and trust in the traditional financial system was crumbling. It was in this chaos that a mysterious figure named Satoshi Nakamoto published a 9-page document that would change the world forever. The Bitcoin white paper, titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, outlined a revolutionary idea: a digital currency that needed no banks, no governments, and no central authority. But who was this Satoshi Nakamoto who dared to challenge the entire financial establishment? From the very beginning, Satoshi was a ghost in the machine. They communicated only through encrypted emails and forum posts, never revealing personal details, never making phone calls, and never appearing in public. Even their writing style was analyzed by linguists who found inconsistencies that suggested either multiple authors or someone deliberately obscuring their identity. Between 2008 and 2011, Satoshi was incredibly active, writing code, answering questions, and guiding Bitcoin's early development. They worked with other developers but maintained strict operational security. No one knew their real name, nationality, age, or even gender. Then, in April 2011, something unprecedented happened. Satoshi Nakamoto simply vanished. Their last known communication was an email stating they had moved on to other things. No goodbye, no explanation, no transfer of leadership. The creator of what would become a $1 trillion ecosystem just walked away. But here's the most shocking part. Satoshi left behind approximately 1 million bitcoins from the early days of mining. At today's prices, that's worth over $60 billion, enough to make them one of the top 10 richest people on Earth. Yet these coins have never moved, sitting untouched in digital wallets like a high-tech treasure chest that only a ghost can open. The mystery of Satoshi's identity has launched countless investigations. Intelligence agencies, journalists, and amateur detectives have all tried to unmask Bitcoin's creator. The stakes couldn't be higher. Identifying Satoshi could have massive implications for cryptocurrency regulation, market stability, and potentially national security. Some point to the timing of Satoshi's communications, suggesting they lived in a time zone consistent with someone in Japan or the west coast of America. Others analyze their writing style, noting British spellings and phrases that might indicate UK origins. But every clue seems to lead to contradictions and dead ends. Over the years, several brilliant individuals have been proposed as the real Satoshi Nakamoto, Dormant Nakamoto, a Japanese-American engineer living in California, whose birth name was actually Satoshi Nakamoto. When confronted by Newsweek in 2014, he denied all involvement, leading to a bizarre chase scene with reporters that made international headlines. Nick Szabo, a cryptographer who created BitGold, a precursor to Bitcoin. Linguistic analysis of his writings showed similarities to Satoshi's style, but Szabo has consistently denied being Bitcoin's creator. Hal Finney. the first person to receive a Bitcoin transaction from Satoshi and a brilliant cryptographer in his own right. Before his death in 2014, Finney denied being Satoshi, but remained one of the most plausible candidates. Perhaps the most intriguing theory is that Satoshi Nakamoto was never a person at all, but a project code name for a government or intelligence agency. Some conspiracy theorists suggest that Bitcoin was created by the NSA or CIA as a way to track financial transactions or test digital currency systems. This theory gains credibility when you consider that the SHA-256 encryption algorithm used in Bitcoin was developed by the NSA. However, if this were true, it would mean the government accidentally created a system that undermines their own monetary control. A spectacular case of unintended consequences. In recent years, Australian entrepreneur Craig Wright has claimed to be Satoshi Nakamoto, even going to court to defend this claim. However, the cryptocurrency community has largely rejected his assertions due to his failure to provide cryptographic proof that would definitively establish his identity as Bitcoin's creator. The saga has involved lawsuits, contested inheritances, and millions of dollars in legal fees. Yet Wright has never moved any of Satoshi's original Bitcoins, something that would instantly prove his claims. Perhaps the most compelling evidence that Satoshi is either dead or has lost access to their fortune is the complete inactivity of those early Bitcoin wallets. In the world of cryptocurrency, not your keys, not your coins is a fundamental principle. If Satoshi were alive and had access, why wouldn't they have moved even a single Bitcoin in over 13 years? Some blockchain analysts believe that if these coins ever move, it could crash the Bitcoin market due to the massive sell-off fears. Others think Satoshi deliberately destroyed the private keys to ensure their anonymity and prevent market manipulation. The identity of Satoshi Nakamoto remains one of the greatest mysteries of our digital age. Are they a lone genius who revolutionized money itself? A team of government cryptographers? Or perhaps someone who died taking the secret with them? What we know for certain is that this mysterious figure created something that has fundamentally changed how we think about money, privacy, and financial freedom. They solved a decades-old computer science problem, launched a trillion-dollar industry, and then disappeared without claiming credit or fortune. In a world where everyone seeks fame and recognition for their achievements, Satoshi Nakamoto chose anonymity over unimaginable wealth. Whether by design or circumstance, they became the ultimate mystery of our time. A ghost in the machine who changed everything and asked for nothing in return. Who do you think Satoshi Nakamoto really is? Could they still be alive, watching their creation change the world? Share your theories in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more mysteries that blur the line between technology, finance, and the unknown. Until next time, remember, in the digital age, the greatest fortunes might belong to ghosts,